All right, happy Friday, everybody. I hope that you were able to complete your chart yesterday and to use my example. If you didn't complete the color coding assignment from Wednesday, it was done for you on Thursday, so you might as well use it and get 100. So that evidence you should have used to complete the chart yesterday, where you had to give examples of the character descriptions for the mom and the daughter in the story. And then I asked you to look at the archetype, which we mentioned briefly on Wednesday's video, and then definitely yesterday again in yesterday's video. So you're going to take that graphic organizer from yesterday and you are going to complete it in a paragraph, okay? So a way to do this will be right here in my example. I chose to use the Lather But Nothing Else story where we talked about Captain Torres as an example, so you wouldn't copy my answer. But if you look at how I color-coded it, I color-coded it the same way I did in your assignment yesterday. So the descriptions were in blue, the evidence was in red, and then my connection was in green. And so you are answering the same question: what archetype does the daughter most closely resemble, and support your evidence, answer with evidence. So I'm modeling with a different story, and I'm using Captain Torres, which we talked about when we talked about archetypes, to show you kind of how it goes, how to organize it. So I put Captain Torres most resembles the ruler archetype. It is clear that he has power over a group of people and uses his position as a person of authority to instill fear in others. His cruelty is on display when he ordered the townspeople to gather in the schoolyard to see the four rebels hanging there. Additionally, his arrogance and ruthlessness are seen at the end of the story when he confesses to the barber that they told me you'd kill me. I came to find out for myself, but killing isn't easy. I know what I'm talking about. Throughout the story, it is clear that people fear him because he takes extreme measures, like killing people who rebel against him to keep his power. So all of the examples I gave were all to this idea of the ruler archetype. So use the archetype handout to help you look at descriptions to use in your answer. So when you click right here where it says short answer response, you're going to use the create tab to complete this. And so the question is, what archetype does the daughter most resemble? And use evidence and commentary, okay? If you need your graphic organizer, you can use this link to go back to yesterday's folder to get it. And if you need the archetypes handout, you can click right here and it will take you. So we talked about the everyman and the innocent. So if we're talking about the daughter resembling the innocent, she was a child when all of that happened. She could be, sincere and wanting to do the right thing, but she was also naive and vulnerable, and it kind of damaged her later on. Whatever, okay. And then you have the everyman, who is relatable. They're recognizable. They're sometimes an orphan. She kind of feels like an orphan at sometimes because her mom never comes to support her. And, her mom is kind of a mess and moving around a lot. And ultimately, she's kind of grounded. She reacts in ways that we would react. But she's also, unprepared for certain things. So pick one, the innocent or the everyman, and then use some of these descriptions plus whatever you wrote yesterday to help you write it. And it should go in the same order that I gave you on my example. If you color code it, I'll give you extra credit. So going back to my example, looking at how I color coded it, I had my answer in black, I underlined the archetype, then I had my descriptions in blue, my evidence in red, and my connection at the end in green. And this connection kind of clears up my answer. Okay, and I use all this information and these descriptions from my archetypes resource to help me. Okay, so that is your assignment for today. You should have it already drafted. Then your attendance question for today is going to be, what is one thing you're looking forward to this weekend? Make sure you submit it by 11:59 to ensure your attendance credit. All right, guys, let me know if you need anything, and make sure to watch my video on Monday, and we'll see you guys back on Zoom on Tuesday. Have a great weekend.